Rags to riches Rodriguez is really living the dream after earning PGA Tour spot. For all its reputation as a pampered man's sport, golf has been a rich source for tales of success that go way beyond the territory of the unexpected and into the land where the jaw simply goes slack. Think of Erik Compton, who made it to the PGA Tour despite 2 heart transplants. Or Patrick Cantlay, who cradled his best friend while his life ebbed away following a hit-and-run, and went on to become one of the world's best players in his memory. Or Tony Finau, who started out hitting balls with a 6-iron against a carpet pinned to the wall in his garage, before bucking astronomical odds to become a Ryder Cup player. Now, alongside them, is one Jose de Jesus Rodriguez, who is teeing it up on the PGA Tour this year as a 37-year-old rookie. Outlined on golf.com recently, Rodriguez has a backstory so extraordinary it even rivals his famous namesake Kai, who worked in a sugarcane field and carved his first club out of the limb of a guava tree before becoming one of the biggest personalities in the American game. At the age of 15 and penniless, this Rodriguez spent 3 months trying to reach America, being foiled each time by the swirling currents of the Rio Grande and the U.S. Border Patrol. When he finally made it, it would be another decade before his dream of becoming a pro took root, as he spent his time as a caddy and sent his wages back home to his family in Mexico. When he returned to his homeland, aged 25, he started caddying and met a businessman impressed with his skills as a player, who encouraged him to turn pro. He joined the Mexico Tour, where he won a record 14 times, before moving on to the Latino America Tour, where he did well enough to earn a place on the Web.com Tour, which sits 1 rung below the PGA Tour. Last year, he won once and finished 29th on the money list, with the top 30 gaining promotion to the main circuit. As you can imagine, the cosseted pros he now rubs shoulders with in the locker room cannot help but marvel when they learn his story. Rodriguez cannot help but marvel himself. Last week he was playing in Hawaii and this week Palm Springs, not so much a far cry but an unimaginable one from his upbringing, sleeping side by side on a dirt floor with 7 brothers and sisters in a 1-room house. Asked what he liked most about his new life, Rodriguez found himself close to tears. "Everything," he said. "This was my dream and who could ever have imagined it would come true?" Quote of the week: "The first one was great to see and then, when the second one went in, I thought, wow, that's cool. When he holed the third one it was like, are you kidding me? It was amazing to watch." The rising incredulity of American pro Michael Thompson was understandable given the exploits of playing partner Shea Rivi during the second round of the Sony Open in Hawaii last week. To hole out once from the fairway is rare enough, twice in the same round is freakish. But 3 times? Since such records began on the PGA Tour in 1983, no player had managed 3 eagle twos on par 4s in the same round. Rivi holed a sand wedge from 101 yards at his opening hole, the 10th, and then a 9-iron from 149 yards at the 16th before entering surreal territory with the holed wedge from 136 yards at the 6th. The 37-year-old still didn't win the tournament, finishing 5 strokes behind the eventual victor, Matt Kuchar. Augusta thrill for English girls. It has been a good start to the year for England's women golfers. While Charlie Hull was winning the season opener on the European Tour in Abu Dhabi on Saturday, 3 of the nation's leading amateurs were receiving invitations to play in the inaugural Augusta National Women's Amateur Championship in April. In a nice touch, the embossed invitations sent out last week were similar in design to those for the Masters. Speaking words that must have chimed with the thoughts of every female golfer, 20-year-old Alice Hewson, from Hertfordshire, tweeted, "Growing up, I never thought it would be possible to receive a little green and gold letter in the post. Augusta, here I come." She will be joined by fellow Curtis Cup players, 17-year-old Lily Mae Humphers from Essex and 16-year-old Annabelle Fuller from Surrey. The first 2 rounds take place close to Augusta at Champions Retreat. The international field of 72 players will then be whittled down to 30 for the final round, to be played at Augusta National on the Saturday before the Masters. What an occasion it promises to be.